one foot in life and one in death. There's never time to catch your breath. Normal and paranormal beware. The Spectral silhouette will always be there.
The Lightning Lounge and Skeleton Key Brewery present the Spectral Silhouette Radio Show. The exciting tales of a paranormal detective who always gets his man. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Yar. 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 It be that time again, mateys. Poseidon has calmed the briny deep and invites you all to Skeleton Key Brewery in Woodridge, Illinois. Climb aboard the SS Good Times and make your night one to remember with delicious beers, great service, live events, food trucks, and more. You've spent the whole week working your booty off, swabbing the poop deck, rigging the sails, and doing performance reviews with the new head of HR. All right. She be an angry force of nature with blonde highlights named Janet that thinks you be coming in late too often. But it's not your fault. It's a 45-minute journey and there's always an accident or some kind of delay. Plus, Janet be asking you to come in at the crack of dawn, which be way too early for semen. I'm sorry, I get easily distracted. Anyways, it's time to blow off steam surrounded by good friends and folks at one of the best breweries around. Conditions are perfect for a voyage to Skeleton Key. So what are you waiting for? Hoist your sails and go treat yourself to the best brews around, or I might get pirate with you. Guys. All right. Skeleton Key Brewery! Ye deserve it. And now, the Spectral Silhouette.
Detective Monty Eldridge was shot during an armed robbery. Legally dead for 5 minutes, he shakes the cold grip of the Grim Reaper with the help of the paramedics. When he regains consciousness, he finds that he can hear the voice of a deceased mobster named Syl. The two agree to work together to find Syl's murderers in exchange for assistance with Monty's cases. Aided by his old friend Penny Astor and the otherworldly insights from his ghostly ally, Monty becomes the Spectral Silhouette, and tonight's suspenseful shanty is titled Fear of Shallow Living.
Not a star in sight. Can't you see we're alone? Someone's drawing near. A voice whispers in your ear. Can't you see we're alone? Midnight, baby, on the darkest night it falls. Autumn leaves under your feet. I just can't wait to meet. Don't you care we're alone? A black cat strolling by, you can't believe your eyes. Don't you care we're alone? Moonlight, my lady, I'll be here when you call. Midnight, baby, on the darkest night it falls. You're not the one I chose.
Two sailors are on patrol aboard the SS Ninkasi, a steamship returning home from a transatlantic voyage. It's a foggy night, and the light from the ship barely cuts through the dense mist as it makes its way through the salty waters. The abyss, the vast nothingness, the great deep. The ocean is home to many unknown things just waiting to be discovered. Some beautiful, some horrifying, as these unsuspecting seamen will soon discover.
Have you ever thought about how the Earth is 71% water, the ocean holds 96.5% of that water, and the deepest point is 1,554 miles down? That means it could be hundreds of years before we can truly explore every inch of the sea, which I would assume is home to massive beasts and terrifying horrors that could crush us in an instant if so desired. Out on the ocean, we are like ants to the creatures of the deep, meaningless tiny lights waiting to be snuffed out.
No, but now I am. Look, enough of that talk. Let's wrap up our patrol. It's late, we've got an early morning. Well, here comes Mr. Oliver, the first mate.
Ahoy, crewmen! How goes your patrol?
Oh, not too eventful, aside from this guy talking about creatures of the deep and the like.
Superstition is always rooted in some form of the truth. Why? It was a foggy night, just like this when I saw it. The largest creature you ever laid eyes on. Longer than any ship I've seen, with tentacles that stretched for miles. It had dark green skin at first, but the color seemed to change as it moved, reflecting the water surrounding it. It got up close to the ship, within a foot of our starboard side. I thought it was the end, and began praying to whatever god would allow such a monster to exist.
Oh man, what happened next?
And that's what I realized. It was seaweed. Or maybe some other kind of ocean green. Kelp. I think it was kelp. But for a short time, I thought I had seen a beast that time forgot.
We really should be finishing up our patrol.
There I was, standing beside the largest kelp forest you'd ever seen. My fear subsided when I realized that the ship was not under attack.
Is he just gonna keep talking?
Yeah, he usually tuckers himself out after a while. I wasn't going to stand around and listen to the man talk about a salad he thought was a squid.
Did you hear that?
Probably just the waves brushing up against the hull of the ship.
I don't know. That sounds like an animal.
You scared yourself with all that massive beast talk. Probably didn't help hearing Oliver's story about ocean grass either. All right, now I'm spooked too. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a peek over the railing. It sounds like there's something down there.
Maybe it's a whale or...
Wait, oh my god, what is that?
There's something around your leg.
What? What is it? Help me! It's pulling me over! Ah!
Man overboard! Ah, it's got my leg too! No, someone help! Ah!
Monty and company are on a return voyage from Monty's childhood home on the other side of the pond. A pleasant vacation followed by a few days at sea on the SS Ninkasi is just what the doctor ordered. They make their way to the dining hall aboard the steamship.
That was a trip for the books.
I'll say there's nothing quite like going home.
Your family was so kind and welcoming. They know how to throw a party.
Yeah, you Eldritches sure can throw 'em back.
We've always been a thirsty lot, especially when it comes to Skeleton Key beer. Oh, there's 2 seats open at the table over there.
Monty, is Is that?
Amelia Valor, yes. Famous archaeologist and explorer. I heard rumors she was on this ship.
And that was the last time I let a kangaroo take the wheel.
Are these seats taken?
No, please, join us. I was just regaling these fine people with tales of past exploits. Now, where was I?
Australia, you let a kangaroo drive? You know we were there, right?
Where were my manners? All this time in the great wilderness of the world, and I've forgotten how to act in a civilized society. I'm Amelia Valor. This is my publicist, Kat, and our photographer, Nate.
Pleasure to meet you. We know who you are, Miss Valor. I've read about your exploits in the paper. I'm Penny Astor, and this is my partner, Monty Eldridge. We're detectives.
Traveling for work, or?
No, coming home from vacation. We needed a week away from busting crooks and dodging bullets.
I know the feeling. When you lead balmy lives such as ours, it's important to unwind.
What are you doing on the ship, if you don't mind me asking?
Returning home with one of the greatest archaeological finds of the century. It's a statue made completely out of jade from...
Save it for the papers. You don't want to spill the juicy details before the press gets a chance to publish your story.
You're right, Kat. Sorry, you'll have to read about it in the paper.
No bother. I look forward to it.
So, Nate, what's it like taking pictures for Miss Valor?
Oh, golly, it's the best. I get to go to all these treacherous and uninhabitable locations. Deep jungles, icy tundras, scorching deserts. It's every photographer's dream. And I'm sure it was the dream of the 6 guys that came before me.
6? As in 6 photographers before you got the job?
Yep, I guess they all died of work-related incidents. Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought?
Ixnay on the F days, Nate. This job is riddled with occupational hazards.
Oh, it sure is. Who fell in the quicksand?
That was Steve,
And the spike floor trap?
and that was Chris.
Oh, yeah, Chris. He insisted on going first into that tomb. So far, Nate is our longest tenured photographer.
Well, gee, Miss Valor, it's a real honor.
Don't mention it. No, seriously, Nate, don't mention the 6 other people who had this job before you. It's a PR nightmare.
Anyway, I'm sure you do fine work, Nate, documenting the many adventures of Ms.
Can I have your attention, please? Captain Babette has an announcement to make.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver. Passengers of the SS Ninkasi, I don't want to alarm you, but 2 of our crew members have gone missing. We don't fear the worst yet. It's quite possible they overdid it at the bar. They were on patrol earlier this evening and haven't been seen since. We ask you to please keep your eyes open for 2 young men in pea coats. One of them blonde with blue eyes, the other with brown eyes. We also received a message from the mainland. For that, I turn things over to our resident sea dog and first mate, Mr. Oliver.
Aye, Captain. It appears we have 2 notorious thieves in our midst, known as the Lion and the Possum. We don't know what they look like, but we heard rumors they boarded right before we set sail. These are just rumors, but we take the safety of our passengers very seriously. So, if you have any valuables, please take them to the safe room for storage. We will have a man guarding the door at all times. And make sure to lock the doors on your staterooms. You know, it was a foggy night just like this when I saw a man, the tallest thief you'd ever seen, 7 feet tall, dark and handsome. And as I got closer, I realized he was a lamppost.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver. That'll be all. Now, there's no cause for alarm. Just stay calm and make good decisions, and we should be back in port with no issues. That is all. Thank you for your attention.
Missing crewmen? Did they go overboard?
It's possible, Penny. Much like Miss Valor's job, traveling by sea has its fair share of hazards.
It sure does. I'm sorry to depart, but I've got some work to do. I appreciated a proper chinwag, detectives. Kat, Nate, let's go.
Pleasure was ours, Miss Valor. Nice to meet you.
Nate, you've got to stop.
Lost crewmen, thieves, jade statues. I just wanted a relaxing cruise.
Sorry, Sil. It seems wherever we are, danger follows.
You say danger, I say adventure.
How optimistic.
Late in the evening, the Lion and the Possum are creeping around the ocean vessel. They've been tipped off about an artifact worth millions being stored on the ship. They slink and sneak their way through the hallways, avoiding the crewmen and the passengers.
Are we sure this jade statue is on board? We've broken into a ton of rooms already and have come up with zilch.
My information is correct, trust me. The guys that hired us are reliable. They said Amelia Valor would be transporting a priceless relic aboard the Nikasi. Now, the safe room should be right around the...
Oh, Lion, look, there's the door. Oh, unfortunately, there's a guard in front of it.
No bother. Let's give him the old number 27.
Ah, good call, Lion. You want to take it or should I?
Go ahead. You earned it.
All right. Oh, sir! Sir, my dog! He went overboard. We were playing fetch, and that's when Astra went over the railing.
Where did this happen?
Just out there on the deck. I threw the ball, and then poor Fido fell into the water.
Didn't you say his name was Astra?
Yeah, please, sir, bring my Fido back to me. He's all I have in this world.
All right, I'll go take a look.
Works every time. Now let's get this door unlocked and find our bounty.
Leave it to me. And got it. All right, you take the lock boxes. I'll take the safes.
They are your expertise.
And there. Oh. You know, Lion, sometimes I wish I had a different nickname.
Well, we were given these names based on our reputations. I'm known for being a fearless leader and never backing down. You're known for being one of the best safe crackers in the world. And that other thing.
What other thing?
You know what I'm talking about. You don't get a name like Possum without having some marsupial-like tendencies. Find anything?
No, just money, gold, jewelry.
Leave it. We're here for the big score. Let's go, Possum. The search for the Jade Prize continues.
All right.
Two missing sailors and thieves on the loose? That's enough to keep me from sleeping.
Same, Penny. Perhaps we'll encounter one of them on our nightly stroll.
Monty, look! That's the door to the safe room, and it's wide open.
What a mess. It looks like it's been turned over.
I'd say, Sil, where's the guard? Didn't the captain mention he'd have a man posted at all hours outside the room?
Well, if he did, he's not here now. The weird thing is, it doesn't look like they took anything.
Why break in and not take any of the cash or valuables? Unless they're looking for something specific. Let's go report this break-in to the captain. Come on, Penny. Well, now we know for a fact that the burglars are on board, but what are they looking for?
There was a ton of dough and valuables in the room, and they just left them. Whatever they're searching for must be worth a fortune.
Sil says that whatever they're searching for must be worth a lot, seeing as they could have picked that room clean.
Well, hopefully we find out what it is before they get it. Here's the captain's quarters.
A lost dog? And you believe them? I'll bet you think gullible is written on every ceiling. It is. You're not supposed to look up. I was being sarcastic.
Captain, are you in there? It's an emergency.
Come in.
Captain, the lion and the badger are on this ship.
Monty, it's the possum.
Whatever. We walked past the safe room and the door was wide open.
I'm well aware. Higgins here was supposed to guard the door until the morning shift change. Instead, he decided to play dog catcher.
Well, I went looking for the pup, and when I came back, the lock had been picked.
We know. We saw all the boxes had been opened, but none of the cash or valuables have been taken. What are they looking for?
I think I might have some idea.
The jade statue. The one that Amelia Valor was talking about. That's what they're looking for.
Of course. She started to mention it at dinner. I hope they didn't get it.
Well, actually, Wait a minute. Who are you people?
Oh, I'm Monty Eldridge, and this is Penny Astor. We're detectives.
How do I know you're not the lion and the possum?
He's got a point.
I think we'd be more like the tiger and the duck.
Which one of us is the duck?
Captain Bobette, I ran by the safe room. The door was wide open, with no guard. I hope they didn't get my statue.
No, they couldn't have. I stashed it in the safe in my quarters upon hearing we may be harboring criminals. After you told me how much this thing was worth, I figured we shouldn't take chances and decided to move it to a more secure location.
Oh, thank you, Captain. I'm chuffed to bits. Hey, you are the guys from supper, right? Monty and Penny, right?
Yep, that's us. Glad they didn't get your artifact.
Me too. It's supposed to go to the museum as soon as we dock, and it's my job to make sure it gets there. I'm going to need your help, detectives.
Of course. Penny and I will do some snooping and see if we can catch these thieves before they strike again. That was very wise of you to plan ahead, Captain.
Thank you, Detective. The statue will be safe in my quarters. Nobody has a safe combination except for myself and Mr. Oliver. Higgins!
Aye, sir.
Go tidy the safe room. I'm going to close my eyes, and when I open them again, I don't want you to be here.
Aye, Captain.
Come on, Monty. Let's go hunting for crooks.
Roses can't dry from the water. Flowers won't grow on the sea. Oh, my darling. Oh, my poor me. Miles have come between us.
lion and the possum stop at a bar for drinks after their botched robbery attempt. They intend to drown their sorrows until they can locate the whereabouts of their jade conquest.
All right. What about the hedgehog? Or the rabbit?
What do you have in common with either one of those animals?
I'm fast. I hop to get from place to place. I like carrots.
The only thing that is remotely true is the carrot thing. And possums also like carrots.
Well, what about hedgehog? Uh-oh. Oh, it's the guard from earlier. We've been made.
Well, I looked everywhere and I couldn't find the dog.
What? Oh, right, my dog! My dog! Oh, Astra!
You mean Fido?
Yes, Fido! I mean, Fido. I wouldn't forget my totally real dog's name.
I'll keep my eye out for him.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. You two should be careful. There's a couple of thieves on board.
We'll stay on our guard.
Good. Well, I'll get back to it then. Fido, come here, boy.
Did that just happen? Now I feel bad.
Shh. Keep your voice down. We got a pair of wasps coming in at your 10.
Let's listen in.
Barkeep, I will have 2 Dubonnays, heavy on the gin. My husband will have a soda water.
But you said I could have.
I did no such thing. You know how you get when you've had alcohol.
Thank you, bartender.
I can barely taste the gin. I'll be keeping your tip.
Oh, that woman is the worst line.
Shh. Listen.
I still don't understand why we have to keep it in our stateroom. We could just lock it up with all the other valuables.
She asked us to. We said we'd keep it safe.
I'm not here to be a guard dog. You've got to stop saying yes to every beggar that you meet.
Well, I guess, but...
Now, let's retire for the night. I'm tired, and I want to get up bright and early in the morning.
You thinking what I'm thinking, Possum?
That guy should get a divorce? Like yesterday?
Yeah, you're right. But no. Let's tail them back to their stateroom. They said they're holding on to something. It could be our jade statue.
I don't want you reading again tonight before bed. The light keeps me up. And don't sleep on your back. I can't have another night of your insufferable snoring.
Okay. I won't. But maybe I could read just a little. I promise I'll be quiet. Quieter than a mouse.
All right, Possum. We wait a while. Then we pick the lock, sneak in, and you crack the safe.
Good plan, Lion.
Sounds like they're on hold. Go ahead and pick the lock. Be very quiet. The safe should be under the desk. There it is, Lion. Shh. I want to crack it, okay? Keep it down. All right, all right. Is it in there?
No, we've got some pearls, gold bars. Wow, a Fabergé egg.
Well, that's not what we're looking for.
Yep. But do you know what this thing's worth? I'm taking it.
Possum, put it back. Eyes on the prize.
No, I'm taking it.
Put it back. Oh.
Who's there? Arthur, turn the light on. Thieves! Robbers! Get out of our stateroom! Arthur, get your gun. Do something useful. Shoot them.
Lion, he's got a gun! Oh. You know how I am around guns. I think I'm gonna faint. Ugh.
And that's why they call you the Possum. I'm sorry about this, sir. I'm gonna have to disarm you.
What are you doing? Get off of my husband!
Run, darling. Get help! Ah.
Help! Help! The thieves are in our room!
Well, I can't chase her while carrying Possum's dead weight around. No choice but to run for it and regroup. Sorry to wake you, sir.
Why is no one on the deck? Where are the crewmen? Help! The burglars are... What is that? Something's got my leg! Help me! Help! I'm being pulled over the railing!
Darling! Hold on, I'm coming! Give me your hand!
Ah! It's getting tighter!
Don't let go!
You better not! If you know what's good for you!
I can't hold on, you're slipping!
Ah! I never loved you! I wanted to marry your brother!
No. Not my wife. Man! Woman! Overboard!
What happened? Are you okay?
We heard screaming and came running. Why are you on the ground?
It took her! I saw it with my own eyes!
What took her?
A monster took my wife!
The Spectral Silhouette will be right back after this brief message from our sponsor.
Yar! We meet again. Life be short, so why not live for the moment? Create good memories with the aid of incredible craft beer and service at the best port around. Skeleton Key Brewery in Woodridge, Illinois. You worked hard this week. You be scrubbing, hoisting, and toiling the hours away at a 9 to 5 that'll probably give you scurvy. Not to mention Janet from HR, or as I call her, the blonde kraken, keeps eating your lunch even though you specifically label it in the break room. I mean, how hard is it to read the top of the Tupperware? Plus, whenever she brings food, it's always something that, when microwaved, smells worse than a sailor getting home from a 3-month sea voyage. It's like sardines and sweat and like raw oysters and feet. Like the greasiest, slimiest grub you've ever seen.
Get on with it.
Sorry, there I go rambling again. Treat yourself, mateys. Head down to Skeleton Key Brewery and enjoy the best grog around. Don't stay marooned at home. Climb aboard and make your weekend one to remember.
No bone. No bones about it. Get to Skeleton Key Brewery. No bones about it. Get to Skeleton Key.
Ye deserve it.
We now return to the Spectral Silhouette. We last heard the late Miss Lefray being dragged to her death by a massive tentacle. Her husband tried to pry her from its slimy grip but couldn't free her in time. The wealthy woman is now a permanent resident of Davy Jones' locker.
A tentacle. Like an octopus?
For the last time, I know what I saw.
An octopus. Sure. Why not?
Where did it pull her? Did you see what it looked like?
Only briefly. Its body was as long as the ship, maybe longer. I could see more tentacles trying to make their way onto the deck. I'm telling you, I'm not crazy. I know what I saw.
I'm not saying that I don't believe you, but there's no evidence of tentacles. Or your wife, for that matter. This could be a result of the shock from...
It wasn't shock, it was a tentacle!
Trust me, Mr. Lefray. Monty and I are on your side. As detectives, we've seen it all.
Yes. Captain Oliver, this is Mr. Lefray. His wife went over the edge, said it was a tentacle that dragged her into the water. That's what all the screaming was about.
My men have been combing the water ever since we heard man overboard. A tentacle. You saw it with your own eyes?
I did, Captain. It was huge. And it wasn't just one tentacle. There were many more. They were making their way up the side of the ship.
I've been a captain for many years, and I'm not calling you a liar, but...
It was a foggy night, just like this. I was on patrol. First night as a sailor. I packed a sandwich in case I got hungry. Tuna. No, having cheese. As I walked on the deck of the ship, I heard a bellow, long and deep, echoing from the dark of the bottom of the sea. At first I thought, that must be my stomach. You see, I still hadn't touched the sandwich. I'm prone to the hunger burst.
Respectfully, Mr. Oliver, get to the point.
Thank you.
I was about to peer over the edge of the ship to get a glimpse of the owner of the booming bellow with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah? What happened?
It turns out it was my stomach. Decided to go back inside and eat my sandwich instead.
That's it?
Yep.
Well, that's time none of us are ever getting back.
Anyway, we can't rule out a creature of the deep, 2 sailors, and a passenger missing. We need to consider all possibilities.
Very well, Detective. I'll let the men know we may be dealing with an 8-armed murderer, although I consider those thieves to be the bigger threat and most likely the cause of the disappearances.
But why not be prepared for both?
Better safe than sorry, Captain.
Perhaps you're right. I want everyone back in their staterooms until we've had a chance to finish searching.
But we could help you.
No buts, Detective. You and Miss Astor return to your stateroom and wait for further instructions. I don't want to lose anyone else tonight.
Very well.
The first mate and I need to brief the men. I'll have them continue to comb the water for Mrs. Lafrate. Be careful, detectives. Lock your doors tonight and stay away from the railings. Come along, Mr. Lafrate. We'll take you to the sick bay.
We really need to talk about your stories, Mr. Oliver.
You really think there's any truth to this giant squid story?
An angry octopus wouldn't be the craziest creature we've encountered. Are you getting anything like a presence or...
You think I have some kind of sixth sense for calamari?
Point taken. But if this creature is out there, why is it so aggressive? What's putting it on the offensive?
Detectives! I heard there was a man overboard. What happened?
A man's wife went over the side of the ship.
Oh, is that what we're calling getting dragged to your death by a tentacle?
He claims it was a tentacle, one of many.
A what? Tentacle?
Yes, that's what the man said. He said a slimy tendril dragged her off the boat. We think it might be a result of the shock or...
Blimey! There's a legend, you know, associated with that jade statue of mine.
Oh yeah, what legend?
The statue was found in an underwater temple by a deep-sea diver off the coast of Borneo. The people that used to reside there were known to be very protective of the statue. So protective, in fact, that everyone who tried to steal it were never seen again. But time passed, as it always does. That ancient religion fell into obscurity, water levels rose, and the temple joined the submerged relics of the deep. It's been said that the people of the temple didn't want the statue to leave to protect the others from harm, not the other way around. The statue was linked to some tentacled sea god, and where the statue went, the monster was sure to follow.
Never mind what I said earlier about that squid. It's definitely looking like a possibility.
So now that statue is aboard the Ninkasi. What if...
It's Codswallop. A story. That's all. There isn't some octopus mad at us for stealing its home decor.
Well, we've been around, and I'll tell you, there's some things.
Look, there is no monster. The statue is nestled safely in Barbette's quarters. It's going to the museum. No made-up fishy folk tale is going to stop it from getting there.
But I would say let's...
Good night, detectives. You're gonna need to get those imaginations a rest.
Well, she's not wrong. We haven't seen this thing with our own eyes. How do we know what's actually out there?
Well, for our sake, I hope it is just a story. Let's go to our stateroom. Come along, Penny. Captain's order.
You hear that, Possum?
I did, Lion. What happened? Last I remember, I dropped an expensive egg.
You fainted, my jumpy little friend. I carried you out of there. I told you Possum was a good nickname.
All right, well, thanks for saving my hide. You don't believe any of that giant squid stuff, do you?
Not a lick of it. Now let's break into the captain's quarters and steal that statue.
Yes.
The detectives return to their stateroom, and Monty is getting restless. He can't shake the feeling that a monster as large as a football field could be lurking just beneath the water. Penny suggests that they get an hour of sleep as they await the go-ahead from the captain, but Monty tosses and turns himself awake.
Jeez, I don't think sleep is in the cards for me.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You were moaning and groaning.
I kept having nightmares about large octopi and burglars with animals' names.
Monty?
Yeah, Penny, sorry if I woke you.
No, I was already up. I can't sleep.
You too, huh? I'm going to go back out on the deck. I can't shake this feeling.
Are you sure about that? The captain told us to wait in our stateroom. What about the giant squid?
Well, the sane human in me says stay inside, but the detective in me says find out what's going on.
Fair enough. I'm coming with you. It's so still. No wind, just the sound of the waves hitting the boat, and an endless fog as far as the eye can see.
Well, behind this calming curtain lies the possibility of getting dragged to your death.
There's worse ways to go. I can think of plenty. Trampled by a marching band?
If it's something that big is hunting us, there's really not much we can do to stop it.
You're right. We can't defend ourselves on this ship, especially on open water.
Falling into a volcano?
The ship was designed for commercial travel, not military exercises.
So, if the squid exists, what do we do?
I don't know, Penny.
Hey, what about being eaten by clowns?
Monty, look. It's Amelia's publicist and photographer.
Oh, hey, Miss Astor. Mr. Eldridge. Cat and I couldn't sleep, so we came out here to get some air.
You two shouldn't be out on the deck. It's dangerous. The captain made it very clear that he wanted everyone in their staterooms given the possibility of run-ins with robbers and tentacles.
You're out of your rooms too. So, Amelia told you the squid legend, huh? It'll be great for the papers, but personally, I don't believe it.
But why take the chance?
I've followed Amelia all over this planet. Into pyramids, caves, car salesman conferences, some of the most dangerous places on Earth. We've heard every legend from Bigfoot to the Jersey Devil. None of them have turned out to be true.
Yeah, but...
Nate, what are you doing?
Oh, just leaning over the railing to get some pictures of the water. It's so pretty with the moonlight reflecting off of it.
This kid's got a death wish.
Nate, stop that. What if there's something out there?
Ah, come on, Mr. Eldridge. I might be young, but I wasn't born yesterday. There's no such thing as a...
Well, it's a tentacle. It's got his leg. Penny, Cat, grab him.
It's too strong. Stand back. I'm gonna fill it with lead.
Wait, Penny, don't...
You did it, Miss Astor. The tentacle let go of my leg. I'm pretty sure it's broken, but I think we're safe.
I don't hear it anymore. Maybe I scared it off.
Or you just made it angrier.
I don't know about...
Nope, it's still here. There's more tentacles coming towards me. Please help.
Don't just stand there, Cat. Help us.
It's real. Oh my, I can't believe it's real.
Snap out of it and help us. Here comes the captain and Mr. Oliver.
Well, I'll be a mermaid's seashells. It does exist. Quick, Oliver, grab the harpoons and start stabbing.
Aye, aye, Captain! Ah!
Not now, Oliver. Detectives, take the kid and the lady port side. We've got this for now. This is why I said stay in your rooms.
Okay, Captain, come on, let's go. Penny, help me grab the kid.
Golly, this sure is exciting.
Keep stabbing, Oliver.
Guys are? I was looking all over for you.
The legend.
Yes?
It's real.
It can't be. But this means the statue. Detectives, we need to throw that statue back into the sea. It's the only way to stop this.
But what about the press? The museum?
We are about to be dragged to the depths of the ocean, and all you can think about is publicity?
Accompany woman to the end.
But that's why I was looking for you. I just came from the captain's quarters. Somebody broke into the safe.
What? It was those thieves with the silly animal names. We need to find them.
Yes, but first, let's get Kat and Nate to their room. Amelia, can you take them?
Consider it done.
Miss Valor, Cat, I'd like to talk about a raise.
Let's go catch the lion and the mole.
It's the possum.
Whatever.
Turn your lanterns down, but don't you fall asleep. surface, this ghostly visage, pale and lifeless, a tattered dress upon ivory remains, silent till you hear call your name. Hey! Hey! When the sea is calm and you're all alone, la-dee-da-da, la-dee-da. Keep your doors locked, don't be with David Jones. La-dee-da-da, la-dee-da. There she floats, just beneath the surface, this ghostly visage, pale and lifeless, a tattered dress upon ivory remains, silent still you hear call your name.
hear all that screaming and roaring?
Just ignore it, Possum. Focus on the task at hand. Stealing this lifeboat and making our way to the biggest payday of our lives.
I'm trying, but that roaring is making me really nervous.
Possum, if you faint right now, I will leave you.
I won't, okay? The boat's almost free.
Run for your lives, it's a giant squid!
Giant squid? Did you hear that, Lion?
Nope. Help me with the ropes.
It's massive, so many tentacles!
You didn't hear that? It really sounds like you said it's massive.
Come on, Possum, we've almost got it.
I can't believe we're being attacked by a giant squid. It's definitely real, despite what anyone has said up to this point.
Oh boy, man, Lion, I don't feel too good. Ugh.
Really? Come on, what did I just say? Fine, I'll finish lowering the boat myself, but then I'm gonna leave you.
You're not going anywhere. Hands off that rope.
How do you know I'm not the possum?
Lions don't faint, do they?
Makes sense. I told you it was a good nickname. Very astute. You two must be detectives.
You'd be correct. Now hands off the rope.
Very well.
Give us the statue.
That I can't do.
Do you want the whole ship to go under? This squid is going to drag us to the watery depths.
That sounds like your problem. This statue is the biggest payday I've ever had. I'll never have to work again.
What's more important, money or your life?
Listen, some very powerful, very scary people hired me to steal this.
Who? Who hired you?
I only know them by their calling card. They send me telegrams with strange symbols printed on the back.
Monty, is he talking about the symbols that we've been seeing everywhere?
Oh, so you've heard of them? That means they've heard of you. That's not a good thing, trust me.
Enough talk. We need to throw the statue back into the sea.
No can do. You'll have to shoot me.
Fine by me.
What did I miss? Lion, that lady's got a gun! She's got a... fainting again.
Penny, look out. He's going to faint on you.
Ah, you big oaf! Oh, my gun, it got knocked out of my hand. Get off me!
And that's my cue. Nice meeting you.
Get him, Monty. I'll be fine.
Okay, Penny, be careful. I'll be back. You've got nowhere to run, Lion.
That's what you think. The lion never tires.
This guy is really full of himself.
Come back here.
Uh-oh, a dead end.
Give me the statue.
No!
Lion, why'd you stop fighting?
You have a tentacle wrapped around your leg.
So do you.
Uh-oh.
Let go of the statue, Lion! It's not worth it! It's going to pull us over the edge!
No, I have to do what they say. You don't understand. It's not just about the money.
Whatever they could do is not as bad as both of us drowning in the deep. We can't hold on to this railing forever.
Don't let go, Monty. Where's Penny? We need her help.
Get off of me! Ugh. It is no use. He's got me pinned. Wake up!
I've got you, Penny.
Amelia, help. Oh my god. Get him off me! Thanks. Grab one of those harpoons. Let's go help Monty. Where are they?
Look, hanging over the edge.
Are you crazy? Let the statue go, Lion!
Never!
Monty, look out! I'm gonna stab the tentacle. It's no use. It won't let go. Amelia, grab the statue.
Go, lady, it's mine!
Sorry, love. It doesn't belong to me, and it definitely doesn't belong to you.
No, don't!
You could have been the talk of the archaeological world. But I think you're better off as a watery legend. Good night, my sweet Jade Prince.
No!
The tentacle! It's loosening its grip!
It's retracting its tentacles, Monty.
You don't know what you've done.
I sacrificed notoriety to save the lives of the passengers aboard this vessel. That's what a good adventurer does.
Well, not a good thief. Well, I'll just be on my way then.
Not so fast, Lion. Your partner is already on the way to the brig. I hope you don't mind me borrowing a revolver, Miss Astor. You dropped it.
Not at all.
Lion, what was that you were saying about a symbol? Who hired you to steal the statue?
All in good time, Detective. All in good time.
Mr. Oliver, take him to the brig and lock him up. Here, take this iron. If he tries to run, give him a new blowhole.
Aye, aye, Captain. Get moving, scallywag. Hey, this reminds me of a storm. It was a foggy night, just like this.
Is that Higgins?
That bumbling oaf. Higgins, come over here.
Oh, Captain. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find the missing dog.
Missing dog? What? Didn't you see the giant squid?
What giant squid?
Are you serious? I'm gonna close my eyes, and when I open them again...
Aye, Captain.
What a fool. Anyways, I can only assume that our missing crewmen and the rich woman were killed by the squid. We will notify their families. Thank you, detectives, for everything.
Just doing our job, Captain.
All right, so that's 2 thieves detained, 1 squid thwarted. I'd say we've earned a good night's sleep.
You said it, Penny. How are you feeling, Miss Valor?
It's bittersweet. I mean, who knows what kind of chaos would have been brought to the city if that statue came ashore? But at the same time, I had something the world had never seen.
And based on tonight, probably shouldn't see.
She's right, Amelia. You did a brave thing. Let go of the biggest find of your career to save the lives of many.
You're right. Plus, Kat told me she read about a gold statue in a cave in the Netherlands. It would make a great addition to the exhibit at the museum. Legends say that it's guarded by... It's probably just a story. Well, good night, detectives.
Good night, Amelia.
Well, we'll reach port in a day. That's a full 24 hours to catch up on lost sleep.
Sounds like a plan, Penny.
Giant squid? Check.
What are you doing, Sid?
Oh, just checking off giant squid off my monster bingo card. If we run into a banshee or a sea serpent next, it's a bingo!
The Spectral Silhouette is broadcast to your radios from the Lightning Lounge with help from our sponsor, Skeleton Key Brewery. Delicious beers and so many varieties, ye deserve it. Monty Eldridge was portrayed by Kyle Brock. Penny Astor was portrayed by Colleen Wilde. And Syl was hauntingly portrayed by Walter Piper. Script, direction, and music by Jukebox JBC. All the songs you heard tonight were performed by the Black and the Blue Hearts. And if you guys would like to support projects like this, you can like and follow all the folks that we previously mentioned. And share the show with your friends. Thank you for tuning in tonight to this exciting installment of the Spectral Silhouette. And always,
normal and paranormal beware, the spectral silhouette will always be there.